What's going on, guys? Doomwake here, and welcome back to another Modern video, this time on the channel. The Modern format is in a bit of a weird spot right now. We're all kind of just waiting until the inevitable August 26th ban announcement, where we can finally say goodbye to that pesky little bird. But in the meantime, we have there's some interesting things to work on, and as you all may or may not know at this point, I have a very, very unhealthy obsession with the card Rottenmouth Viper. And I figured, you know what? I've had a couple of ideas to try it in Modern. Let's throw it into an Asmo shell and see how it works. And this is what we have come up with. Now, the initial sort of shell from this was a list that I found that top-aided a challenge a little while back, a couple of weeks ago. And it's utilizing a very similar Asmo shell. The Asmo package is like Asmo, Underworld Cookbook, Ovalchase Daredevil, Gilded Goose. That's kind of that just like generic food engine. And the thing about Underworld Cookbook is it makes a lot of game objects, and it makes a lot of game objects particularly fast, which you can imagine is exactly what you want with Rottenmouth Viper. On top of the fact that this deck wants to be an Urza Saga deck anyways, Urza Saga can find Lavaspur Boots, and Lavaspur Boots can give Rottenmouth Viper haste, which if that happens, it's probably going to be lights out. The other interesting part about this is Malevolent Rumble, where, you know, in a lot of other formats with stuff like Pioneer and Standard, where I've been exploring Viper shells, you don't really have a lot of consistency on the actual Viper. You just have the 4 Vipers, and, you know, you don't have any way to find it. Where in Modern, you get to play Malevolent Rumble, which not only mills, which is important because you can mill over Daredevils, you can mill over Grist to potentially go with Agatha Soul Cauldron, but Rumble also finds any permanents. So you can find, maybe you're missing a cookbook. If you have a Viper in hand, you need to make some more game objects. Maybe if you don't have the Viper, you can find it off of Rumble. So some really cool, synergies there. And it gives you an extra permanent, the Scion token, which you can then sacrifice to the Viper. Like I mentioned, we have this sort of Grist Cauldron angle where we have some self-mill in the form of Malevolent Rumble that can find Grist, and then Grist extremely powerful with Agatha Soul Cauldron, especially when you combine that stuff with Orcish Bowmasters, because the Bowmaster token already has a +1/+1 counter on it, so the turn that you Cauldron Grist, you put a counter on Bowmaster, you can then immediately make 2 more insects because the Bowmasters and the Orc Army token both have the Grist ability. I'm trying out 1 copy of Chatterfang, Squirrel General. I don't exactly know what this slot should be, but this deck does make a ton of tokens: Gilded Goose, Cookbook, Rumble, Grist, Bowmaster. So if you have the Chatterfang can give you a bunch of extra material to then, sort of filter that into Rottenmouth Viper. And as far as the rest of the main deck is concerned, there's a couple of Blood Fountains. Blood Fountain is kind of nice because it enables Asmo, since the blood is a discard outlet, but it also happens to be 2 permanents for Rottenmouth Viper. As far as the mana base is concerned, nothing too fancy going on here. Again, Urza Saga, a fantastic card in this deck. It finds you Cookbook to give you objects. It finds you Boots if you already have the Viper in play, or if you have Viper in hand. You can haste the Viper, things like that. Nothing else too crazy in the mana base. And then the one thing that I want to note in the sideboard is 3 copies of Fulminator Mage, because that, again, sort of ties in with the Agatha Soul Cauldron and self-mill aspect. And then the rest of the sideboard is cards you would probably expect. Force against Nadu, Thoughtseize against combo, Endurance against graveyard decks, and then some additional Saga targets. But that's pretty much it for the deck tech, and yeah, I am pretty excited to showcase this deck to you guys, and I think you're going to like this one. So without further ado, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. At least until August 26th. Right, watching Spike this morning? Yeah, I was watching a little bit of Spike. Also, chat, the sub goal that we currently have in place, if you take a look at it, it says the Thor wig will go on for today's MTG Masters stream if we get to the sub goal, and I'll keep it on for the whole broadcast. That's the sub goal that's currently in place. If we hit the sub goal before the broadcast, or if we hit it during the broadcast, I'll just put the wig on. And by wig, I mean, you know, take my hat off and unveil my real hair. Clearly under the hat, I should say. It's not actually a wig. I know it might look like it is, but it's definitely not. Still 19 days until the ban. Yeah, I know. What con am I working now? There's no con. It's 100% real, alright? There's no con here. Okay, we're fetching. Where are we fetching? Are you a bad person for playing Nadu in paper? I mean, you probably should be playing it until the 26th. It's kind of rude. I can't control myself. Rude. Go. Alright, well, we traded a land for 2 of their cards, so surely that's good enough, right? Bro, I don't need all these Asmos. I'm good. Yeah, we two for landed them. I discard my 1 land, and you discard 2 of the best spells in your hand. Is that a fair trade? Alright. I'll just do it again. I'm gonna top it. I'm gonna top it. You can't stop me. I am gonna top it. What's sick about this is I can go Goose, make a food, Cauldron, target the Asmo in the graveyard. You'll see. I mean, they might just counter this, I guess, but... So now what do we do? I could pass priority. I don't really want to discard any of these cards. I guess I could discard Asmo, cast Asmo, but then if they have counterspell plus removal spell, it's kind of bad. Let's just chill for a turn. Worst case scenario, I don't mind taking 1 more hit from the subtlety. I may try to Cauldron upkeep. Or if they go to, like, end step, kill the Goose. Okay, well, I think I have to do this in response to them drawing cards. I could have at least boots the Gilded Goose, maybe. Alright, I'm gonna do this now. Why would we top the Asmo if we had another and we're not playing? So the reason I wanted to top the Asmo is because it's very likely they have a counterspell in hand. So I wanted the ability to have a second one. But like, you know, or at least, yeah, I want to have a second one in hand. Ideally we find Ovalchase Daredevil, because I want to be able to cast the Asmos without losing actual resources. Like, I guess here I could discard the Cookbook to play Asmo, but again, it's just so likely they have counterspell. So I think we just wait. We just need to find another copy of Urza Saga. And we're kind of chilling. Okay, they're still not doing much over there. Is it getting better for us? Well, if they have a removal spell, I at least want to wait until they play a creature so I can go, like, Asmo, kill their creature in the same turn. Now that I've drawn a brick, I don't mind casting the Asmo. And then if they counter this one, I have another one. They just simply can't have 2 counter spells, right? And now if they have Bolt, we have the Cauldron to make it bigger. Which is kind of cool. Interesting. I guess we target the Gilded Goose. We have another Bolt. Alright, sure. I'll take that exchange. So we traded... it was kind of a 2 for 2 because we discarded the Overgrown Tomb. The problem is we have no threats left. Like, we just have nothing going on. Oh, never mind, we win. Just kidding, we win. I don't really need to play more cookbooks. I guess I could play one of them. There's a small chance I want to discard both of them to the cookbook, but... definitely not casting that. We can book the Asmo. Yeah, I guess I'll play one. I guess I'll just play one out, that's fine. It's also, like, the sizing is kind of important, because now I can make 6/6s. Sure. You got it. You got it, Chief. That I am okay with. Do these blue-red decks play any win conditions, by the way? That's not a win condition. Yeah, they don't do anything. My opponent hasn't done anything the whole game. They're like they're worse to play against than blue-white control, which I never thought I would say, but their win con is Bolt Snap Bolt. No, I think their win con is Demoralization. That appears to be their actual win condition. They attack me with Snapcaster Mages. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen this game. This one. I mean, they at least have one Snapcaster in hand, right? Best kind of win condition is Demoralization. You would say that, all right? You would say that. Oh, okay. Well. So Urza Saga, or... Is Urza Saga good against the deck that has 5,000 counter spells and removal spells? It seems pretty good. Yeah, they're definitely going to moon the shit out of me. Endurance seems pretty good. Endurance Thoughtseize. Everything else is kind of whatever. Is Overseer bad against them? Needle for explosives? Nah. I don't think I need this. Well, I guess if they have Blood Moon, I kind of want to keep the Haywire Mite. At least swap Overseer for Thoughtseize. Do we even want the Endurances? These Wizards decks aren't playing Murktide, right? I don't think they have Murktide. I think we'll do without the Endurance. Like, it's fine against Snapcaster, but if Snapcaster was the only thing they had, I don't think I would want to board in the Endurances. Well, good thing I have Forest Swamp at my opening hand, right? I think it's actually more important to resolve the cookbook here. Because on the turn they don't have Counterspell up. Yeah, I guess just being like a 3-mana 3/4 flash is also probably fine. I'm going to slow roll the Asmo until they play a creature. I guess the problem is they just don't play creatures, so like this whole plan of holding the Asmo until they give me a target for it, they're not going to give me a target for it, you know? So like I might as well just cast it, right? Unless they tap out for the Flood Moon here, and then we just get them. That would be really nice, because they don't know that we have the Swamp. They might think that they're cutting me off black mana. I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They could have Subtlety, I guess. You absolutely love to see this. Alright, just don't Subtlety me, bro. Just don't Subtlety me. Thank you. Very nice of you. You know... I guess I don't have to kill it yet. Take... Ooh, Viper or Grist? Kind of close, right? Yeah, I guess it's good for Flame. What? I guess if they have a counterspell, it doesn't matter, right? They're both pretty good. I mean, if they don't have a counterspell, they're both insane. I think this is harder for them to kill, though. Because this dodges Discharge and Bolt. Yeah, I'm not sure they can beat or resolve Viper either, though. I think you could say the same thing about Viper. Also, Viper is better for content. We gotta go for max content here, right? I mean, it's very likely they're gonna have a counterspell for Viper, but well, also fine. I don't have to cast the Viper yet. And even if they have second Flood Moon, I just don't care, because we have Forest Swamp. Oh. Do you think they will counter Asmo? Why didn't I play Cookbook? I don't want to sack the spawn. There's just no reason to, because I might want to sack the spawn for... I guess if I want to sack the spawn for Viper, then I can just use the extra food that I get. Yeah, I guess maybe you're right. I mean, there's no way they counter this because they know about the Viper. But I at least might as well go for it. We can also just choose to not cast the Viper now. We could wait to cast the Viper until... No, I guess that's fine, because we can also just Cookbook back the Viper next turn, even if they have a counterspell. Yeah, this is kind of fine. So I might as well just get the counterspell out of their hand now. Oops. So we go... No, I don't want to cast that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Covert Man, thank you very much for the 9-month resub. I do. I think that card's very powerful. I don't know if it's quite good enough for Modern, but, I mean, it looks pretty good here. Sacrifice 5 food token for a 1-mana 6/6, but I've been pretty impressed with it in both Standard and Pioneer. I've liked it a lot. Trying to think of, like, of the versions of Viper that we've played over the past couple of days, which ones I like the best. They all have their own merits. I'm gonna bolt the Asmo. Sure. I kind of think I think the version I like the best is probably the blue. I think the blue-black Pioneer one that was in Soul Artifact. That one felt really good. Do I even kill this? I guess I do for... Yeah. I guess I do for Flame of Anor purposes. It's going to make this Viper worse next turn if I'm rebuying Viper. Because now I don't have the extra food to cast it. If I kept the 2 food, I could go end step, rebuy Viper, untap, make 2 more food, and then cast it for 2 mana. But now, if I rebuy... I guess I can still do it, right? I can rebuy Viper, untap, make 2 food, and cast it for 4 mana, which I guess is maybe still fine. Or even 3 mana. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm still going to rebuy the Viper, I think. They have 2 cards. They did keep 2 on top with their Preordain. Alright, let's go... Fuge. That can get a Surveil Land. Go food. I guess I didn't need to make both food now. Honestly, I guess we're just doing this, right? I have the mana. Okay, a little punish for not playing the Catacombs first, because now I don't want to get the Surveil Land, obviously. It's fine, I could just get the Surveil Land next turn. We're not going to die to this Subtlety anytime soon. Okay, so... If I make a food now... I'm trying to think, do I have enough mana to play Viper and hold up Sack Cookbook? I don't, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I think I have 3 mana left over. No, not quite enough. So why don't I just do this? We'll just do this. Just have more subtleties. Alright, snap counterspell, you got it. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, we're obviously gonna surveil here. Next turn might be a rebuy Asmo angle. I guess the issue is if I rebuy Asmo, I only have 1 cookbook left. Might still be okay. Yeah, we might get to a spot where we start hardcasting Daredevils. Eventually. I guess I could just hardcast 2 of them next turn. It's not super easy for them to beat a bunch of 4/2s that keep coming back. Maybe they can race, but it's hard to race cookbook food. And that would have been a reason to hold on the Viper, I guess. I think it's too late for that, though. Okay, I think we kind of have to rebuy the Asmo this turn, and just hope they don't have another counterspell. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I see the MB2 printing of whiteout? I did, yeah. It was like white bordered and the entire art was just whited out. I thought that was kind of funny. I didn't even know that whiteout was a real card. I had never seen that card before. I was told that it was from Ice Age, which is probably why I've never seen it before. Okay, that's huge. Did not expect that to resolve. Okay, so Asmo down, get book. And this is our last book. Okay, last book. They still have 3 cards in hand. It's kind of a lot. Thought it was a new meme. Yeah, no, I never even realized that it was a card. Again, probably because it was from Ice Age. That makes things bad. Because now they get to exile my graveyard. And I can't get anything back with Cookbook. Okay, that's bad. I think we may have reached the hardcast Daredevil stage of the game. I mean, I get 8 mana. I got 8 mana. I'm gonna do it. I should have made food first. Yeah, that was bad. I should have made food first. Well, now I can't. Right. Yeah, now I can't. Alright, whatever. I definitely should have made 2 food there. I mean, even if they go removal spell, pop stone, we can discard the goose in response and get them both back, so. Okay. Snap Flame. What are they doing with Flame? Deal 5, draw 2. Oh, and that's going to exile the Daredevil. True. It's a good point. Okay, maybe playing the Daredevils might have been a bad idea. Maybe the better play was just make food, gain 6. And then I'm kind of like washing on the damage a little bit. Like I'm gaining 6 and taking 4. That might have been a better idea. These blue-red decks are such a slog. Holy shit. Alright, let's go to game 3. We can shave on Rumbles, especially if they have the stones. Shave 1 Daredevil. Type a 1 in the chat if you are just munching on a bag of Doritos right now. 1's in chat. Why did I say Mounchin? Is Mounchin a word? All right, here's a controversial topic. I might cause a little bit of rioting in the chat right now. What is the best flavor of Doritos? That's the real question. What's the best flavor? I'm a really big fan of spicy sweet chili. Taco? I don't know if I've ever had taco Doritos. Dark red bag, the spicy one. Spicy nacho, I think it is. The sweet chili is so good. Yeah, the purple bag. That's how I remember it too. Sweet Thai chili is good when drunk. I don't think I've ever had them when drunk, but... Alright, give me some action. Alright, that's kind of action. I want to cast it now, though. Your turn, Nicholas. Your turn. Flame of Anor. Also, I find it hilarious that I have not drawn a Bowmaster the entire match. I've not drawn a single one, and they've always Flame of Fedora to draw to. But I just never have the Bowmaster. Like, can I just draw it once? What one of the times when they cast Divination? I just want it once. Can I zoom in on Asmo? Yeah, they have to shrink the name a lot, you know. You draw one in game 1. Did I? I don't remember drawing it in game 1. Sure. Alright, Endurance Me. Say her full name. No, I can't. I literally can't do it. Trust me, I've tried before. It is not physically possible for me to say the whole name. They're pitch casting Subtlety here? I mean, I'm just gonna top it. Why would they pitch cast Subtlety? Alright, Cauldron. Cool. I don't know what that Subtlety is. I'm gonna upkeep it to prevent Snapcaster Flame. I'm pretty sure they have Snapcaster, but I'm just gonna upkeep this. I'm like 99% convinced they have Snapcaster Mage. But an upkeep laser on that. Sure. Could have another counterspell, of course, but... Maybe their plan is to resolve the Harbinger, but if they resolve Harbinger, then I can resolve Viper. Yeah, if they just go Preordained Harbinger, they're so cooked. They are so cooked. Alright, game's over. Good thing I drew my Swamp, huh? This... Technically, I should attack first, but... They could have another Subtlety, I guess. Nope. Alright, game's over. 07. God, first resolved Viper in the modern format. What format is being played in MTG Masters? Per the blog post that they posted 2 days ago, they said, and let me give you the exact quote here, hold on. Because I did quote tweet it. Oh, we're going to play it out, huh? I'm going to go to combat, I think. I guess I'll play this pre-combat. Okay. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, Nicholas. You're dead. Charlie Stage 1, thank you very much for the 6-month resub. But the problem with Coco is you're required, like, if you're playing Ovalchase and Viper, you then have to you have to start your deck with Ovalchase, Viper, Cookbook, Coco. And then, like, where do you have room for Coco targets? Like, your deck has to start with between 14 to 16 non-hits for it, you know? You just can't do that. No Apprentice? What's Apprentice? Marionette Apprentice? I guess it is 2 bodies. Do you think is Marionette Apprentice ever better than Bowmaster? It can't be, right? It simply can't be. At least I don't think it is. Can we try Viper with Cage in Standard? We tried a white-black Viper deck yesterday. I don't think we had Cage. But I think the reason I didn't like the white-black Viper version is that it had a much lower card quality, and it had less enablers. Like, the reason I like blue-black so much is blue-black gets to play Case of the Filched Falcon, Spyglass Siren, was it Case, Spyglass Siren, and Spiteful Hexmage. So blue-black gets to play 12 enablers for Viper, whereas white-black really only gets to play 8. Like, you have Inspector plus Hexmage, but... I have, like, a PDF file of like a list of all of the 1-mana enablers in Standard for Viper, and I constantly have to check that list. Stormchaser Talent too. Oh yeah, the blue-black version had Stormchaser Talent. Yeah, that's what it was. So it was 16, right? Blue gave you 3 different enablers, which I thought was kind of cool. All right, well, we're dead. So that's fun. You know, am I supposed to play Asmo this turn instead of making a Saga token? That, like, sort of plays around Ral a little bit. I think it's more likely that I win the game doing that than making a Construct token this turn, but I don't know. Could do both. Well, oh, I guess... Well, I can hold it up, right? So basically, if they play Ral, I can kill it and not make a token. Or if they don't play Ral, then I can make a token. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, that's a pretty bad impulse. I like that. There's 3 options, okay? Option 1, Boros. Option 2, Ruby Storm. Or option 3, don't participate. Those are my 3 options. At least 3 bombardments. I am sold. I'm sold on bombardment and Boros. Yeah, I don't have Bowmasters though. I also think that, like, the Boros version with bombardment is doing a lot of the same stuff that Mardu is, but it still gets to play Blood Moon, which I kind of like right now. Are we dead yet? Does that make sense? So many tokens. Oh, never mind. They only have 2. I mean, we probably still can't win this game, right? How much experience do I have with Ruby Storm? I have a little bit. Not a ton, though. Alright, what's the game plan here? Besides just Prage. I don't have a main deck Spellbomb. Spellbomb's in the board. The cards I can get here are Haywire Mite, Shadowspear, or Lavaspur Boots. Yeah, I just don't think even gaining like 6 or 7 life this turn is not... I don't think that's good enough. The Mite does nothing because they played second Medallion. I was thinking Boots. I'm thinking like make token, get Boots, make food, use Goose, equip, play Mortuary, and just slam with everything and just cross our fingers. Like, I think it presents the most amount of damage next turn. And I can't kill them this turn. So I might as well give myself the best shot at killing them next turn, which I think involves Boots. JS, thank you for the 25-month resub. Glad to have you. I think Shadowspear pushes through more damage than Boots. Well, it does this turn, but it's less damage next turn. And I think it's more important about maximizing damage next turn. Wasn't second cookbook more damage over 2 turns than equipping Boots this turn? No, because they just chump block. If I shove on one big construct, I don't have access to Shadowspear, right? Unless you're saying don't make a second token, float mana, get Shadowspear, play Cookbook, equip, make a token, or equip, make a food. That I guess, so how much damage would that have been? Second Cookbook is plus 2 more artifacts, minus construct is -1, so it's +1, and then 2, 3, so it's 8. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that was more damage. Not sure. Make token, fetch Shadowspear, equip Shadowspear next turn. Oh, I see. So you wanted to go make a token, get the Shadowspear, not the Boots. Okay, sure. I'm not sure if that's better. Maybe it is. What's the card next to Asmo? Gilded Goose. It's the Bloomborough Commander version. Anyways, we're dead, so... Didge. Okay, so Endurance, Thoughtseize, Spellbomb coming in. I think... Is it possible that Viper is too slow? This card is obviously way too slow. Maybe I just want to cut the Grists. Like this whole package. That shit is just way too slow against Storm, right? Let's kind of make my deck a little bit leaner. This is way better than Grist, because this just kills them so quickly. Maybe I keep in one Cauldron as like some weird graveyard hate. Cauldron's insane here. I don't know if it's insane. Like, exiling one card at a time is not very good against their... If they Past in Flames for 8 spells, like, you get one of them, you're probably still going to die, right? I mean, I'm going to play one because I need one more card to put in my deck, but it's not... I wouldn't classify it as insane. It's acceptable, sure. I don't understand. I don't understand why you guys have such a dark mind. I mean, the way that you're freezing it, it kind of sounds like it. No Thoughtseize, just, you know, head empty, just shoving Viper. Do you discard the Thoughtseize or the Viper here? Or, sorry, the Thoughtseize or the Saga? I guess, what's the better follow-up next turn? Okay, under the assumption, we're obviously going to play Viper this turn. But what does next turn look like? They're probably going to cast, like, some cost reducer. And I guess if they keep cost... If they play a cost reducer, keeping Thoughtseize is probably better. You wanted to. Alright, turn 2 Viper, by the way. This is a turn 2 Rottenmouth Viper in the modern format. Ritual cost reducer win? Yeah, I mean, if they have the nuts, I can't win, but, like, what do you want me to do? I'm putting my Viper onto the table and showing it to my opponent, and I'm asking them if they can beat it. Wake up. Let's use the cost reducer would have been my play. Absolutely not. I'm not casting Viper, okay? There's no shot I'm not casting this card. Alright, combat. Attack. Yeah, it's a lot better when you cast it on turn 2. See, if I had cast the cost reducer, I would have just gotten Veil of Summered. It's like I knew they had the Veil. It's almost like I knew. When angels deserve to die. Do you take Manamorphose, I assume? It's gotta be Manamorphose, right? Alright, good luck. Please don't kill me, please. Wish? Why would you take Wish? If they don't have Manamorphose, what can they possibly do with Wish? Even if they draw Ritual, they have 4 mana. What are they going to do? Ritual Wish with 2 floating? Like, what can they realistically do? What happens if I take Wish, they draw, like, Ritual, and then they Manamorphose into a draw 2? Like, I'm way more likely to lose that game, you know? They're going to wish for Manamorphose? Bro, if they wish for Manamorphose, they wanted it more. See? I mean, they're just going to Awakening their whole hand, right? Okay. What's the plan, Stan? Die, that's the plan. Alright, game 3. Alright, now we have to do that again on the draw, which is a lot more difficult. Alright, turn 2 Viper, please. Or, like, Thoughtseize Endurance. I mean, I guess I got what I asked for, right? I did ask for it. That being said, I don't know if I want to keep this hand. Streamer gets what he asked for and doesn't want it anyways. Classic duck. Is this hand good? Yeah, it's got Boseiju for Medallion too, I guess. So what's the plan? Turn 1, fetch Overgrown Tomb. Thoughtseize, turn 2, Saga. Yeah, we can also Saga for Spellbomb. I guess I keep. Well, see, the thing is, I asked for turn 2 Viper first. So I assumed that if I was going to get what I asked for, that I would get the first option, not the second option. Don't fail me, bro. Don't fail me, bro. Please don't fail me. Alright, I've been successfully not veiled. I don't really want to have to Boseiju this, so I'm just going to take it. Not sure if that's right, but... How is Viper? It's been insane. I think it's the best card in the set, not close. Okay, they missed a land drop. Step 1. You still have to be a little careful here. It's not a bad draw. This is gone, right? Miss another land drop, please. Damn it, so lucky. Alright, fine. Okay. Impulse gone. Huh. I mean, we have to just hold up mana for either token or endurance. Yeah, we can fight another Ruby. If they have it. Okay, Manamorphose. They haven't found a cost reducer, because I think if they had cost reducer, they would have gone Ritual Reducer, then Manamorphose. Okay. Still have Ritual Resolve Abrade. What's nice is that if we get to the Spellbomb next turn, we don't have to hold up mana for endurance. Okay. That should be beatable, though. Play a decent number of basics. Yes, I believe they do. They also play, I think, the usual mana base is 2 District, 1 Stomping Ground, 4 Basic Mountains. That's the mana base that I've seen a lot. I'm gonna get Basic Forest here, in case they Blood Moon me. But I'm just gonna make a token. So token gets Spellbomb, I think. Token gets Spellbomb, play Blooming Marsh. And then just hold up Haywire Mite and Spellbomb draw. Because I should be able to kill them next turn. I guess, is it a problem that I don't have a second green card? Not really. Because if they abrade the Spellbomb, I'll just pop it in response. And they still lose 2 Manamorphose, which I guess they still have Ritual, but we'll see what they do. Would you call the Cruel Claw deck from yesterday a combo deck? The way that we built the deck, I think, but I don't know, it's like... I still probably wouldn't call it a combo deck, because you do have a lot of interaction between Harvester of Misery and Virtue of Persistence. Like, you are killing a lot of your opponent's creatures, so I think it's still more of a mid-range deck. It's like 2 mana removal, 3 and 4 mana threats, 5 mana haymakers. That's like a usual recipe for mid-range. What's my opinion of Yigra and Lonus combo? I have not thought about Lonus combo in a long time, so I don't know. I would imagine it's probably not very good because it's a 5 mana creature, so I would assume not great. You can't go into it. What the hell are they casting for 4 mana? Oh, Splice. You have a Splice gamer, okay. So I wonder if their plan is Splice, then Abrade Spellbomb. Oh, I see. Okay, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to Spellbomb, and then they're going to cast more stuff. But I can Spellbomb into a green card. That would be really nice. Alright, well. Hoping I'm not dead. Like, how much can they really cast here? They're already down 2 Manamorphoses. They can Ritual here, but is that even good enough? I'm asking because I think Peregrine Took plus Yigra makes for a nasty... Yeah, like, it definitely has some things going for it, but I don't know. It's really hard to play 5 mana creatures in this format. Yeah, they can't really do a lot without a cost reducer. Okay, that's fine. So their hand is Ren's Resolve, Desperate Ritual, 1 unknown. Interesting. So why don't we go here? Here. discard Mortuary, hit for 5, hold up Endurance. Hold up Endurance / Haywire Mite. What do they play green for? The green cards in the sideboard are usually Veil of Summer and Nature's Claim, is usually what the green splash is for. Nothing in the main, but... Okay, that's a Ral. Sure. I think I'm okay with that. Okay, so we know their hand is Resolve Ritual. I mean, we have no reason to act now. Resolve was cast earlier, was it? Oh, I guess it was. Okay, so we know they have Ritual. Because they revealed this last turn when they spliced. How deep can they go, though? Okay. It'd be nice to lose a couple of flips. Alright, 1 flip down. If they lose 5 more flips, we can just Bowmaster them. This is only the second spell, though, right? So they have to go really deep here. If they cast Past in Flames, I can just Endurance them. Ah, yeah. Alright, so we'll let this resolve first. I lost the flip again. I think it's still worth casting the Endurance here, because it means if they don't have a spell as their last card, then they can't keep going with the Ral. Are we going to die? They only have 1 card in hand. It has to be a really good card for them to not die. Like, I don't even know what would get them out of it, right? With 2 mana left over. There's not really much, right? Alright, 2-0. Alright, I'll play first. Did you see they made a Naturalized 2? What do you mean by Naturalized 2? But no, I didn't see that. The sand is weird. Sand is really weird. I don't think it's that good, right? It's kind of like a mulligan to 5, sort of. The Mite and the Shadowspear are not very good. The second cookbook isn't great either. I think his hand is just bad. We also don't have a 3rd land for Saga. This hand has a lot of problems. Sure, if we draw a land, it's good. But it's just not clear that the Shadowspear, the Haywire Mite, or the second cookbook have any value whatsoever, you know? You've kept worse hands? Yeah, but today I'm dialed in. Okay, well, kind of want the 7 back. I really want the 7 back now. Who told me to mulligan, by the way? Which one of you told me to mulligan? Me? No, I would never do that. Oh, did somebody link me the Naturalized 2? I'll take a look at it. I don't know what it is, but I'll take a look at it. Yeah, the Seth Manfield strat. Just never ever mulligan. Okay, well, they will simply not have the card Orcish Bowmasters. It's a Mystery Boosters 2 bullshit card, okay. I learned the other day, I didn't know this, apparently you are allowed to play with those weird, like, Future Sight frame cards. You're allowed to play those in paper. And that's going to be bad for my wallet. Because I'm going to buy a lot of those. Why not playing book? Because I need to save the food for next turn. What's better, Cauldron or Rumble? I assume Rumble to hit lands, right? Yeah, we just need lands. I guess I could just play the Cauldron this turn. Alright, hear me out. Play the Cauldron and main phase targeting the Bonechase Overseer so they can't Bowmaster it. Like, if I wait till their turn and they draw Bowmaster, they can respond to me activating Cauldron. Ooh, we have a Coffers Gamer. That's bad. That's not good. I draw a land, that's good. Kind of assume we're just dead, though. It's a lot of mana. Okay, that's something I can beat. Funny enough, that is the one card that I can beat. I guess I'll put the Bone Cache Overseer under the Cauldron now. Okay. So now we get to go here. Plus make a token. Do we Cauldron counter on the token main phase to play around Bowmasters? Probably. And then if they kill the Grist, we can go untap, Cauldron the Grist, and, you know, that kind of stuff. You know the drill. This doesn't block, though. Yeah, it doesn't matter, because once we have the Cauldron under the Grist, we don't really care about them attacking it, right? 9 mana? March? It's rude. Okay, that's the single best draw in the deck. It's not even close. Holy shit. Okay. Here. Here. Plus. Plus. And your turn. All right. You can go. Now we just need to find some food, because we have the Asmo under here, and we can kill the troll, but we need to find food. I'm not going to block this turn. Take this. What if you did both? What if you spent $30 on the RCQ, and then you went 0-2 drop, and then just went to get barbecue anyways? Isn't that just better? Oh, that's true. The Goose is under the Cauldron. Good point. But we only have 3 mana. So we can't make a ton of food, right? Alright, what's the best way to do this? What else is under there? Daredevil, Asmo, Overseer. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is the easy part, right? Make some tokens. I really just need more mana. Make 4 Grists. I can't make 4 Grists. I can make a 3rd, but I can't make a 4th. Because if I cast Bowmaster, it just puts a token here, so I don't get another army token. I guess now it's maybe more important to kill the Shieldred, right? So we go... Target here... I can't make 2 food this turn. Wait, I just can't kill anything, right? I mean, I guess we can just, like, triple chump block and then chump block this, right? Can tap, make a food, sack a food, draw for Overseer. Yeah, but I have to pay 3 life to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to go here, counter here, make another insect token. I guess the other thing I could do is, like... No, I can't make a food and pop a food, right? I guess we just pass here. Yeah, we just chill here. Yeah, we have enough tokens to just block everything. Can make a food, spend a food to make a mana. Right, but I need the food in play to be able to use the Asmo next turn. Like, I need to keep the food. I can't sack the food. Because eventually I want to be able to kill something, but I need to like make more food to be able to do that. Yeah, we can also upkeep, make a food, and kill the Shelly before draw phase. That's a good point. Yeah, I think that was the plan. Wow, okay. Not attacking with Shelly. Would you quad in Bowmaster? If I quad Bowmaster, then I can't... No, if I quad Bowmaster, then I can't make a food end step. So I think that's worse. I guess we just triple. Right, because if I... Okay, let's say I do this. If I do this... Actually, it's probably better to do this, right? Because I just get the token back anyways. So go here, let damage happen, end step, Bowmaster, ping this. We take one more hit from the Shelly. This token has loyalty, though. Yeah, that is a good point. Because if I... Yeah, I can just minus these next turn, right? Yeah, this is way better. I'm just going to do this. This is way better. I don't mind taking 2 more damage from Shelly. Because then I could just minus the... I can minus these ones. But if I block with this one, then I have 1 less to minus. Like, I don't even need to use the food now. I can just go plus this one, minus this one, kill this, minus this one, kill this. And then we're kind of just chilling. Oh, okay. They just never came back. Well, I mean, you know. It's a W, I guess. Yeah, that video should be out next week. So basically, I have a couple of discussion videos in the works. There's going to be a discussion on the entire Modern ban list coming out tomorrow, and then I have a Pioneer discussion video that should be coming out next Tuesday. I'm trying to do 2 discussion videos a week, because it seems to be that I think the people like that type of content. Oh, so I did say earlier if I played against Nadu, I would concede match. But I mean, I am 3-0, so maybe I should play this one out. It has to be Asmo, right? As much as I want to take the Viper is just way too slow here. It's got to be the Asmo. Can they beat a snake? Yeah, they could just pay 4 life and then untap and kill me. They can easily beat a snake. At least Asmo clears Nadu. Gem Cookbook with token. No, because I want to go end step Cookbook, have 2 food, untap, play Saga, play Asmo, hold up Saga activation. I think that's better. Although I guess maybe it's better to have 2 Asmo activations than the ability to make a construct, is what you're saying. I could buy that. It's kind of rude. Although it doesn't really change much at all. Yeah, this changes nothing, because they're giving me a land to cast the second Cookbook. I guess I'll just get the Mortuary, right? Does that matter? Question, do most Nadu lists have the Skyclave main deck? I guess the Skyclave or the Stormdrake. I think some of them have Stormdrake main, right? I should probably keep this just in case. I think I should keep it just in case. Yeah. Because that plays around them having the Stormdrake main. Okay, so... No, it's definitely Mega Construct here. They have nothing in play. I'm 100% Mega Construct. I can't possibly think of a reason that I would ever need 2 Asmo activations on this turn specifically. I'd rather just make a construct. I could fight itself, because I do have a second one, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, it's medium annoying. Sure. I mean, I'll just let them have a bunch of insects. I'll save all my Asmo activations for the Nadus. Bone Cache Overseer. Okay, so what's the plan here? The plan might just be Shadowspear, right? But if I Shadowspear, I can't make a second construct. Yeah, I could also go... Ooh, I guess I could Boots this turn. We could go Token, Boots, Equip, Slam. Next turn, Float Mana, Shadowspear. That might be better. Yeah, I think I like that better. Whoops. So token, boots, equip. Hold the second book, still have 2 Asmo activations, which I think 2 Asmo activations should be good enough. Go here, here. They almost have to double chump block this turn. Graveyard that. And then we even have, like, if they go Nadu, Cord for Safekeeper, we have that beat because we have 2 activations. So we can go, like, kill Nadu, they respond, Cord for Safekeeper, we can respond and kill it again. So, kill tokens, you have lethal. No, because if I sack 2 tokens, I discarded the wrong card. Not a huge deal. If I sack the tokens, I lose power, right? So this is 17, minus 4 is 13, plus 4 is 17. I guess I could have put them to 1. And if I put them to 1, they don't have outs. Well, I don't know. They can't crack the fetch, but they can tap it for mana. I could have put them to 1. Maybe that was better. Not sure it changes much. Like, I don't really know how we die from this spot. Is 3-mana Tyvar ever worth it in lists like this? I found it plus the new 2-mana Dork Squirrel at 4 just to make 2 mana has been great. My problem with Tyvar is it's kind of competing in the 3-drop spot with stuff like Grist. And I think Grist has more applications. Again, there's like this weird, there's like a package in this deck where it's like Rumble, Grist, Bonecash Overseer, and Agatha Soul Cauldron. That's like a huge package deal. And I think you could maybe play the deck without that kind of stuff, but I think it would be a little bit different. Yeah, so I go here, they cord, then I do it again. Okay, they hit another Nadu. So yeah, they should just be dead, right? Land Safekeeper, Nadu beats us. Yeah, I mean, they play 1 Safekeeper. If they drew it, then they drew it, you know? There's not much I can do about that, but this line should beat everything else. Yeah, they're dead. We're cooking birds tonight, folks. Okay. They have blockers, but we have Shadowspear, so blockers don't matter. But what if they have main deck Force of Vigor? It appears they do not have main deck Force of Vigor. Alright, Despair Me. Would you bring in Mage against them? I feel like that's over sideboarding. Viper out. Bone Cash out. Yeah, I mean, I like Viper. It's just not for this matchup. I have to cut 2 more cards though. Grist kind of sucks. Like sorcery speed, kill their Nadu is just, it doesn't seem that good, right? Sure, it's good with Cauldron, but just seems kind of slow and clunky. Yeah, I could shape a Cauldron too. Cauldron does get a lot worse when you're cutting the Overseers. I could buy that. That second Surveillant coming back to haunt me, huh? How about that second Surveillant, chat? How about the second Mortuary? And they said the 2 Surveillants were free. What's the best case scenario with this hand? Turn 1 Mortuary, turn 2 Saga Bowmaster, hope they play an X1. And then turn 3, make a construct. Turn 4, float, get cookbook, I guess. Is that good? I don't think so. I mean, I guess we have Haywire Mite if they have Shuko, which is kind of nice. I don't know. I'm not feeling this hand. It's close for sure. I feel like we can do better. Just the 2 tap lands are so bad. Maybe if they were untap lands, I would think about it, but I mean, I don't love this hand, but I think you probably have to keep this one. I'm going to keep this in case we find Cookbook. And I'm going to keep the Boseiju so I can kill Shuko. Okay. Go. Mulled the 5 into to keep 2 lands. They were both my surveil lands. Yikes. That's tough. Target acquired. Target acquired. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Bowmastering a Dryad Arbor feels so good. Yeah, I would have kind of expected that, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mm. Dun, 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 dun. Interesting. Wow. That is something. Okay, I think we rumble first. See where we go from there. Because we can always use the spawn to play Mite and then pop it. I think I'm taking this. And then I can go here. Here. I kind of need to kill the Saga, just because I can't answer a lot of their pressure. Well, do I? What do you think? Do you kill the Saga, or do you hold it up for the Shuko? You have 2 cards in hand. Maybe we just have to hope that we can beat a Saga. We got chump blockers. Yeah, I'll just pass. I think if they don't cast Nadu, then I'll probably kill it end step. Rumble's nice with Ovalchase. Is there a chance we could cut one, or is it too important to hit the first one? Cut an Ovalchase or a Rumble? I assume you mean an Ovalchase. It's kind of interesting. I think that's not completely unreasonable. It's like, this does give you 4 more looks at finding the Ovalchase Daredevil. But the issue is it doesn't find it on turn 1. So if you, like, the games where you have turn 1 cookbook, you would much rather just have the Ovalchase in your opening hand. But, I mean, maybe that doesn't happen enough that it's probably still, it's at least worth considering, for sure. Alright, you win. Not much I can do about that. Alright, game 3. Are we playing the Viper that you can sack permanents to reduce casting cost? You mean Doom Viper? Yes, we are playing the Rottenmouth Viper. Not in this matchup, but we are playing it. I sure do love Nadu. I really do. Have I told you guys how much I love Nadu? How bad is Mage in the play? I mean, if they're not expecting it, it's not bad. But it's, I don't know, it's still a little sus. Alright, I'm going to keep this. Not sure if I should, but I'm going to keep this. Maybe we could look to do, like, Mage plus the extra Cauldron on the play and have that as our plan. How can I print Nadu? Yeah, if you guys have any issues with Nadu, do not forget to type !Nadu in the chat. It's the most important thing that you can do. Shuko. Interesting. Huh. Alright, new plan. New plan. Still doing this, but... Ooh. Kinda like that. Your work turn. I'm gonna save this because I need second black, I think. Maybe that's worse, though, because I have Goose in hand. Just having a black card for the Force is good, too. If they go for turn 3 Nadu. Probably gonna end up getting Needle with this. So I'm just a teenage nerd. Okay. Did I see the Olympian who vowed to get Terry Blacks upon return to Texas for their first meal back in the States? No, I did not see that. But that's fucking awesome. You'll love to see that. All right, what is the plan this turn? We have so many options. Some could say we have too many options. Just go Cookbook, Asmo, second Cookbook, kill Halfling, hold up Force, right? Isn't that good? Because then they go like, lose this, get Shuko. If they go Needle for Asmo, play Nadu, we just have the Force for it. I think I like that. Yeah, let's do that. I'm just going to try and restrict their mana a lot. So we go here. And what's really nice is we milled over Daredevil with Rumble. So we just kind of have like a free roll on this Cookbook. I can actually play the other Goose. Oh, I don't know if it matters, but I can play the Goose instead of playing the other book. I guess I can do both, huh? Go here, and then it ends up being the same thing. Actually, I'll just do this, right? Yeah, this gives me a second Asmo activation. This is perfect. So this is second Asmo activation and still have the Force up. Yeah, I think this is perfect. Luckily, opponent didn't Elemental Blast our Asmo. Yeah, imagine. I wouldn't say that we can't lose, but it seems pretty difficult to lose this game. I would agree. It's probably possible, but I don't think it's easy. Okay. So they're probably not going for Nadu this turn, which means they're probably just going to kill Saga. But they just have no mana left, you know? What do I think about Viper versus Troll King? Viper is a lot better than Troll King because it has an immediate impact. You at least get something out of it if they have Solitude or Discharge. And I think the big issue I have with Feasting Troll King is the exile removal, specifically Solitude and Binding, where it's like, even if they have one of those cards against Viper, you're at least getting something out of the Viper after like committing a lot of resources to casting it. And you could also argue that Viper is a lot better in the games where you don't draw Cookbook, where in the games where you don't draw Cookbook, you can basically never cast the Troll King. But even if you just draw like one or two geese, you can probably still easily cast the Viper. Yeah, Viper's also a lot faster. Okay, so let's go here. It's probably just a Grist angle, right? Let's go here. We do have to go not quite shields down, but we're losing one of our Asmo activations. I guess there's no reason to do the second activation now. Grist. Okay, your turn. I pass. I haven't heard this song in a minute. It's been a while since we've had a Yed sighting. On me, you're already the voice inside my head. Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't make the second one, because I think they might have had Endurance. Although, I guess if I suspect they have Endurance, it's better to do it before they play their third land. Because if I let them play an untapped land, they could have hardcasted, right? We are playing against Nadu. It seems like we're beating Nadu. Plus, I almost don't want to cast the Thoughtseize. Part of me thinks they have Veil. Well, that's bad, because I just kind of want to get the Veil out of their hand, right? Because Veil is pretty good against Asmo activations, so I might as well just do this now. Oh, their hand's awful. This one. And I guess I'll do this now. Should be fine, though. I don't know how we lose this game now. Their hand's not great. I'll tell you that much. Cord, Otawara, Thoracle. So I guess their plan is to at some point go for end step Otawara on Asmo and then try to kill me in one shot. But are they... I was going to say are they dead to Grist, but we have 0 creatures in our graveyard, by the way. Well, I could make more creatures, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can go Asmo fight Bowmaster, Asmo fight Goose, discard Daredevil. That puts them to 1. But 1 is not 0, right? So I guess we just plus. I think I was 1 short, correct? Somebody can check my math for it. Grist counts 2. Oh, the Grist counts itself. That's what I missed. You're right. So I did have lethal. You're right. Okay. You're right. I forgot that Grist counted itself. I mean, again, I don't really think that I can lose, especially like with the Force of Despair in hand. Like, I don't really know what they're supposed to do here, you know? Like, they cast Nadu, and I just cast Force and they concede. But yeah, I should have went for it. Is there anything that could have punished me? I guess Endurance, right? If I go for lethal and they Endurance my graveyard, it's a little bad. Because then I have to actually lose a lot of material. Alright, you're dead. Their hand is Chord Thoracle. Yeah, they can Chord for 1, but they're just dead. Well, we beat Nadu somehow. I don't really know how that's possible, but we did in fact defeat the Menace. I don't mean to alarm you, but we are 4-0 in a modern league with Rottenmouth Viper. Sand looks good. I'm going to keep it. Got a book, a Daredevil, an Asmo, all that good stuff. Question here is, do we play, well, I was locked in. Now, I don't know. Now I'm no longer locked in. At least I'm not getting scammed. But my hand still sucks. You don't have a Spellbomb main deck either. Spellbomb is in the board. Doubter's eating good tonight. We'll see. We got Endurances in the board. I mean, this game's going to be tough, but we do have Endurance in the board. Sanders Lounge. Kind of sus. Are they playing like Zoo Scam or something? Interesting. Did not expect the Xander's Lounge. Combat. Still not entirely sure what they're up to over there. It's Living End. I've never seen Living End play these lands, though. With Sanders Lounge? I mean, it makes sense if they're playing Grief, but I've just never seen this mana base from them. That's why I was a little thrown off. Yeah, okay. So they get to Grief the Asmo, and then we get to make 2 constructs. We have to take 9 damage. This is still doable, I think, because we have Shadowspear. I think it's doable. It's going to be tough, but we kind of need to draw a cookbook, I think. I think cookbook gives us a chance. That does not give us a chance. That will certainly not exactly what I was looking for. Not quite. Not the best card when you're empty boarded. Grist and Leyline Scion. I think I have seen the version with Leyline Scion. Okay. Yeah, looks like that's what they're playing, so. Living End with Leyline Scion. Kind of interesting. Yeah, before the second Living End. Because surely... Oh, dude, this gives your black creatures lifelink? Holy. That's insane. I mean, I did say I needed to draw a cookbook, right? Still not sure if this is enough. So we gain 5, go to 16, and then we take 6, 10, 13, go to 3. Not dead, right? I mean, it's going to be really tough to win this game, but we're not dead. I think the next draw step probably has to be an Asmo. Where are we blocking? Okay, well, that gives me a chance. That gives me a chance if they're blocking. I think, apparently they did not see the onboard trick. Discard the snake. No. If they cast Living End here, and I get back Asmo two of this, and they get back this, I'm favored. I want them to cast Living End here. That's bad. Because now they sack Grief to kill the construct. Although, maybe Viper with Shadowspear is good enough. Okay. Oh, no, because we can't fetch, right? Yeah, we are no longer allowed to fetch. Because if I fetch, this is lethal. Oh, it's gonna be lethal anyways, because of the fucking Ardent Plea. Oh, shit, I forgot about that. So I think our only out is Surveil into Asmo at that point. Because this is just, even if I don't fetch, they have lethal. So I just need to find Asmo, I think. Asmo! That could be an Asmo. Hold. Hold. Okay, now... Now do we discard the Viper? Basically, the question is, do I think 2 Overseer, Asmo, Daredevil beats Troll, Grief, Scion? It's kind of close, right? Because I have to make the decision now of what I discard. I guess what I can do... I guess I don't have to make the decision now, right? I can just go here... I'm only going to get back one of these, by the way. I'm going to keep one in the graveyard. And then we go here. Get this. Get the last book. Kind of sucks that I milled over 2 books. No. Go. Second book, no? Yeah. I can just hold up the other book here. So yeah, I go kill Troll, and then if they cast Living End, I just discard the Viper. Winning this game would be kind of unreal. I think I'm ahead. Depends on what the leftovers is. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to keep the Viper in hand. I guess the real question is, do we cast the Viper? Or do we keep holding it in case they have Living End? That's a draw step. That is certainly a draw step. Where'd the second Troll come from? Oh, they just milled the second Troll off the Grist. Yeah, I think I just have to cast the Viper this turn. So... I don't think I have a good way to kill the Grist and play the Viper. Because in order for me to kill the Grist, I have to either equip Shadowspear or kill the insect token. Unless I sack the cookbooks, but I really don't want to sack the cookbooks. So what if I go food, kill Grist, play my own Grist, and hold up the other cookbook? I just don't cast the Viper. Yeah, we can snake next turn. I do think I have to kill the Grist. Or at least try to. This line is bad if they have Endurance or Subtlety. Yeah, this line is disastrous if they have Subtlety or Endurance. Why did I say anything? Why do I ever say anything? That's sickening. Yeah, that's bad. Because now I can't really Viper. We can minus to kill their Grist next turn, though, right? Which is not that bad. Milling over an Asmo, I mean, there is maybe a world where I can beat Living End. I think it would be easier to beat Living End if I didn't mill 2 cookbooks. Like, if I still had more cookbooks to fetch, it'd be a little bit... It would be, like, more realistic that I could beat a Living End. But with this being my only 2 cookbooks, it's going to be tough. They have 1 card left. That's what you get when you let your heart win. I don't think there's really a reason to get back the second Devil yet. Just doesn't accomplish that much. They have 1 card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think my only out is here. Here. Food, Viper. Hope it survives. Next turn, Shadowspear the Viper. I believe this is my only out. Because the problem is if I go to kill the Scion of Draco, they can just use the Grist to kill my Viper, and I'm pretty sure I need the Shadowspear on Viper to get, like, to stabilize. 1, 2, 3. Go here. And that's what you get. They have 1 card in hand. I mean, they'll probably just take 4 here, right? We died to a second Ardent Blade, which is pretty funny. Just died of Exalted. This has been a weird game. Okay, they did pay the 4. Makes sense. Hold. I mean, if they brick... Whipping Spear on Asmo would have been GG's. Yeah, maybe I should have read into the fact that they had Subtlety, because they left up all that mana. Yeah, maybe I could have played around Subtlety. They left the card on top. That can't be good for me. There's no shot I can beat another Cascade spell, right? They're attacking me, not the Grist. Is there a chance I could beat a Cascade spell? I doubt it. $18. They discard Force of Negation and Sack Token. We go to 11. Now the question is, would you ever consider sacrificing Viper to kill the Scion? No, but I can sack the Rumble token, right? Boots in hand is kind of nice, right? Maybe gives me a chance. I guess it doesn't matter because if they have a Living End, they're just gonna grief the Boots anyways. I mean, I have to imagine if they put a card on top, it's got to be a Cascade spell, right? Like, what else would they top here? Did they just put a card on top and then die? There's no way that happened, right? What? I mean, if you had a Cascade spell, you would have cast it by now, right? Wait, did they just top, like... They just topped a troll? They're just dead, right? Well, they're not literally dead, but they might as well be dead. How the hell did I win this game? Shout out to the people in chat who thought that I could never win this game. See, I just simply knew the whole time, you know? I knew the whole time, you know? They're exactly dead. How are they exactly dead? 7, 8... 8 minus 5 is 3. Oh, right. I go boots here. They sack, pay 8, go to 3, chump block here, 3 trample. Holy shit. That's unreal, dude. How did I win that game? Wow. Wow. Did not expect to win that game. That was insane. Alright, Despair is pretty good against Live Again, right? What are your thoughts on Force of Troll Despair against them? It's good, right? Yeah, I think it's good. I don't like Thoughtseize against them. So this card, bad. Haywire Mite seems unnecessary, and I need to remove 2 more cards. I want to keep the Rumbles, because Milling Over is good. Grist, same thing, Milling Over is good. I could trim a Daredevil, I guess. I'm not cutting Vipers. I don't want to cut any of the 1-drops. I generally am not a huge fan of Thoughtseize against Live Again, so here's the problem, right? Thoughtseize against combo is Thoughtseize is good against combo. The issue with Living End is they have so many cyclers. Now, maybe it's actually, you know what, now that I think about it, I think this version is different because they have more land cyclers than actual cyclers. Like, they didn't really show us any Curator of Mysteries, Stripe Riverwinder. Yeah. And do we want the 3rd copy of Thoughtseize? No, we'll just do 2. I could cut a Goose for a 3rd, but if I'm boarding in this many 3s, I kind of want to keep the Geese in. Okay, so this is our hand on the draw. I think we have to snap keep this. I see Endurance, I see green card, I keep. They did leyline me, not the leyline that I expected. Question is, what land do we lead with? Okay, well, that changes things. Now it's easy mode. Part of me really wants to take the Scion. The problem is they have Subtlety for my Endurance. Which is a problem, right? But if I take the Plea, am I beating the Scion? Probably not. I just have to take the Scion. I think my plan is take the Scion and hope they just don't find a blue card. Yeah. I don't know. There's maybe an argument to take Ardent Plea there. It's close. Blue cards are a liberal conspiracy. Well, they kept the card on top. That can't be good. Although, they would just top lands here, right? It's not a tap land. I mean, it looks good, but it's actually not that good, is the problem. It's funny, but it's not good. Do I bother playing the Goose? No, I don't think I do. Because I think what might happen here is I Endurance pitch Goose, they Subtlety, then I discard the other Endurance and get it back. Oh. They just don't have lands. Well, that's really good for me. Not going to activate Cookbook. Because the really nice thing about this is now I get to hold up double Endurance. So now we have the Subtlety beat, which is really good. Yeah. Hold, chat, don't pog yet. I repeat, do not pog yet. Please do not pog yet. Kind of need an untap land. Or a green card. Green card also works. So now we go here. I mean, I guess we just get the Spellbomb anyways, right? Yeah, get the Spellbomb. Do I want to cast the Grist? Yeah, I mean, casting Grist is fine, because if they go for a live again, I just have the Spellbomb anyways. They kind of have to subtlety this, right? Okay. So they're going to Binding the Spellbomb? I guess that makes sense. They can put the subtlety in the graveyard. Okay. Sure. And then they subtlety this. This isn't even that good of a living end, though. They get a 3/3, and I could just discard Asmo. Oh, you're going to like this, too. I'm going to top it and graveyard it. Now they just can't cast Living End. Oh, man. Does Cauldron work with Viper? Like, I'm not reading into it. Viper does not have any activated abilities, so the Cauldron itself doesn't, like, do anything with Viper specifically, but Cauldron is mostly there for Grist, Asmo, and Bonecash Overseer. That's kind of what it's there for. They have their own Grist, which is good, but I don't know if it's good enough. Okay, this is probably going to be a discard Goose angle. That was stupid, because I could just make a free food. So discard Swamp, cast Asmo. So let me do math here. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. I can't quite kill the Grist, but I can get pretty close. Yeah, discarding Goose was kind of loose, right? I thought that I needed to make a food end step to be able to go food here, then play Asmo, kill the token, kill Grist, but I ended up being one short. Honestly, it's still fine, though, right? We can just go combat. Yeah, this is still fine, I think. They have to block. We can just say, okay, fine. Then we go here, here, playbook pass. And then even if they draw a Cascade spell, we can just go Endurance, pitch, get back Endurance, Goose, Grist, they get back nothing. So I think we're still in an okay spot. But yeah, discarding that Goose was kind of bad. Because the Goose just gave me another food for the Asmo, which would have been a little bit better, I think. Yeah, but the problem with that, Larry, is I don't want to pitch either of these. Because I want to make sure that I have this up the whole time. Asmo can shoot itself, yeah. Oh, that's a good point. If they cascade, I would just go pitch, shoot itself, and then yeah, you're right. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling pretty good about this one. I am feeling pretty good about this one. Cycle Generous End. Does that mean they drew a Cascade card? Oh yeah, we beat Nadu in round 4. Right. The Red Wizards, Nadu for sure. There might have been some kind of graveyard deck in there, because I remember boarding in the Spellbomb. I think we have an emergency. Yeah, coffers, yep. Okay, so that happens, and then go here. And then I arguably have a better board than I did the first time. Nobody. I don't want to shuffle their live again back in. Yeah, this deck did feel pretty good. I think one of them was Mardu, wasn't it? I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of them was Mardu. Okay, so the best way to go about doing this, I believe, is make a food. I am going to kill the Grist. We did beat Nadu this league, yeah. They said it couldn't be done. They said it couldn't be done. And I'm going to hold both cards in hand because if they draw another Cascade spell, I want to be able to go discard, Asmo fight itself. The Grist coming back? Yeah, Grist is a creature. That's why they're playing Grist. Did they draw another Cascade spell? It seems like they did, because they're surveilling first. This actually could be dicey now. Alright, touche. We have a game. We have a game. Okay, now what? But I think I need to have the Asmo in play to at least force the Grist. Doesn't feel great, but I am getting a third cookbook off this. Definitely behind now, though. Was I not supposed to kill the Grist, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, because now they just go sack Shardless, kill Asmo. And then I don't really have a lot left going on. Yeah, that is true. My Grist can kill their Grist. I can go, like, make a food, sack Goose, kill Grist. If only I had one more food. One more food would have been so good there, because then I could have killed the Street Wraith in response. That's actually kind of an insane draw. Because I can kill their Grist with the Goose. Wait, that's insane, right? That's, like, actually an insane top deck. The Goose is loose? The Goose is loose? What a sick game, dude. Oh my goodness. Okay, now the question is, do we sack Goose to kill Wraith, or do we uptick and then chump block here? They kill mine. Yeah, it's basically, do I want us both on nothing with them having a Shardless, or would I rather, like, keep the Grist, chump here, let Grist go to 2, and then try to do it next turn? Yeah, I guess this could be a sack cookbook angle, and if that's the case, then I want to keep the Goose in play for next turn. Yeah, okay. Because then I guess what I can do... Oh, we built the second insect! That's actually insane. Because that means the Grist has one more loyalty, so when I minus it next turn to kill the Wraith, I get to keep the Grist in play. That's actually unreal. This game has been nuts. What is this game right now? This is the greatest game that I've ever played in my life. Yeah, I know Re can't be blocked. I'm saying I can chump block this Shardless. I could even double block the Shardless now. This game, dude. Oh my goodness. Why are tokens doubled? Because if you mill a Grist off of a Grist, then you get to go again, basically. What if I double the Shardless? Do you ever go double Shardless, and then next turn, make mana, sack this, kill this, rebuy Asmo? The other option is chump, and then sack the token to kill the Wraith and keep the Goose around. Which, no, I actually think that's better. Yeah, I like that better, I think. Because then I get to keep the Goose in play. And the Goose is going to be really good at making sure I keep enough food, which I think is very important. I can't double chump. This thing is Swamp Walk, and I have a Mortuary in play. That's an interesting draw. I think it's worse than just holding up the Goose and the food. So kill this. Yeah, because now I can just go... Yeah, now we pass. I milled a Viper, which is kind of interesting. Does that do anything for you? Oh, never mind. They don't have Ardent Plea. I was worried that they had Plea for a second, and that my Goose was going to be a chump block. Okay, here's the question. What do you rebuy? Is it Asmo or Viper? I mean, Endurance definitely is the safest. I wish I knew if I was going to hit a Daredevil off this, because if I knew I was going to hit Daredevil off this, I would 100% get Asmo. I think I might just get Asmo anyways. I think Asmo's the best, actually, now that I think about it. If I'm scared of Scion Viper. Yeah, the Asmo doesn't do a lot against Scion, that's a good point. Kind of wish I had kept the Asmo in the graveyard. Alright, let's cast this first. I mean, it's still a good draw, for sure. I just want lands, I think. Yeah, I just want lands. Because now I can actually go Cauldron and Asmo. So why don't we go... Yeah. Let's go here. 1, 2, Cauldron. Cauldron, their Grist. Counter on here, I think. Make a 1/1. And then... I only have one. This is my last cookbook. I kind of don't want to discard my last cookbook. I'm going to hold. I'm not going to play the Asmo. No, I'm not going to play the Asmo. Because I really don't want to discard my last cookbook. -1 Scion. Yeah, Scion is kind of a rough top deck. That one actually might be a little bit tough. Is our Boseiju gone? Yeah, it's in play. That's a good point. They can't really live again here, right? Because we have the second Viper. If they live again, they're just, like, extremely dead. Unless their hand is living in green card Endurance. I think that's the only way they get out of this, right? Is live again green card Endurance. Okay, it does not look like they have that. Why don't play the book then? There's a chance I might want to discard it after at some point. I don't know. I don't think it's likely, but I think there is a chance that I want to discard it. But I think we're okay. This match has been unreal. There's no chance I deck myself right now. There's no chance. I finally milled over the Daredevil, by the way. It's about goddamn time. I went through half of my deck before I found a Daredevil. Yeah, now we can't lose, right? What a game, dude. What an absolute... This has been the most absurd game of Magic that I've played in a long time. What a game, dude. What a game. One for the ages, folks. One for the ages. Subtlety? I just block it by 2/4. It's going to be a top. It's going to be a top for me. Go. 2/4, by the way. 2/4. And this one's on 2 loyalty, so I can minus this one next turn to kill that. Yeah, they typed in chat, if I live again, I lose. Yep. They are now aware that they cannot live again. They know. They have figured it out. Which basically means they're just drawing dead, right? Yeah. Alright. Oh boy. That is quite a way to end the Trophy League, right? Like, you could not draw that up any better. Like, there's no other way that league was going to finish. That's unbelievable. Oh my goodness. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it's a really good thing we did not try to play that match before the broadcast, because that match took at least 40 minutes. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, that was fantastic, wouldn't change a card. Now, that being said, I mean, Bonecash Overseer, Agatha Soul Cauldron, Grist is kind of like this self-mill Cauldron angle that I wasn't sure about, but Cauldron Grist came up a couple of times. I would probably try to replace the Overseers, not exactly sure with what, but Viper felt great. We cast it on turn 2 once, and had it a couple of other times, and it was fantastic. So, great deck. If you enjoyed the league, be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Please let me know what you thought down below. And YouTube, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.